Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, June the 14th. I'm Clay Emo at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram, and I'm a founding member of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. We are only a week and a day away from the draft. We can talk about that all next week. For today, just a light, quick topic meant to generate some discussion. Simple question. Aside from your home team, who is your favorite hockey team? Or what is your favorite hockey team? Or which team is your favorite hockey team? I'm not sure about the proper grammar, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to presume that most of you watching this are indeed Vancouver Canucks fans, so let's say by default they're your favorite team. But of course, if they're not your favorite team, then just answer the question simply, who is your favorite team? So aside from the Canucks, for me, I have two. I'd say my second favorite team is the Winnipeg Jets. And I like a lot of things about them. I like a lot of the players on the team, such as guys like Hellebuyck and Blake Wheeler, Patrick Laine, Mark Scheifele, obviously. I like their coach. I find Paul Maurice quite entertaining in the post-game scrums. I've been to Winnipeg 4 or 5 times over the past few years, including 2 last month, as I've documented. And I love the people there. I love the city, and it was pretty exciting to be, admittedly, in Winnipeg during their cup run, at least their playoff run, I should say. So many reasons why I like the team. I like the players. I like the personnel. I like the story, obviously, them coming back and doing well within a few years of returning to the city. And most importantly, I like the way they play. They play hard. They play fast. Not a dirty team, but of course, when you get to that level, you have to have a level of grit, a level of chippiness. But in essence, I love the way they play with their skill, with guys like Scheifele and Laine. I love Hellebuyck as a goalie, and they got a big defense, and they're mobile, and they shut down their end quite well, yet they're dynamic enough up front. And another small connection, I've always liked Winnipeg because my cousin Dusty, who I've talked about before on this channel, he was the goaltending coach for in their system for a few years. So he would tell me about guys like Hellebuyck and Hutchinson as they would come up through the ranks. So overall, I like Winnipeg. I love their fan base. I love their passion. And, if there's another team, there's no such thing as the Vancouver Canucks, and I would cheer for another team, it would definitely be the Winnipeg Jets. I guess my third favorite team, I don't like them as much as Winnipeg, but I do enjoy the Tampa Bay Lightning. And so it's funny, if Washington and Vegas didn't win, I would have had my second and third favorite teams in the Stanley Cup Finals this year with Winnipeg and Tampa. Tampa, I do like Stamkos. I actually like Ben Bishop back in the day when he was playing for them, but I like Vasilevsky. Victor Hedman's a stud, obviously, and I really like their mix up front between guys like Killorn and Johnson and Palat. I've always admired how they play. They play a fast game, very speedy, of course, with all that skill up front. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of guys, but those are the guys that I think of right away. And even back in 2011, I was hoping that they would beat Boston so we could see a Vancouver-Tampa final. But obviously it wasn't meant to be on both counts. Vancouver did not win the cup, and because they lost to the big ugly Boston Bruins. But even to this day, I still like Tampa. I like the way they play. I like their head coach because I think he's quite forthcoming and quite honest in his interviews. But most importantly, I do like the direction of that team as well. I think they're set up to succeed for a while. So really quickly, those are my two favorites aside from the Canucks. I like the Winnipeg Jets in the West. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning in the East, mostly because of the personnel, the way they run, the way they play, of course, even the head coach. All in all, 2 solid teams, 2 solid franchises, and it showed this year because they are both conference finalists in their respective conferences. Love to hear what you think, aside from the Canucks, or if it's not the Canucks, who are your favorite teams? What are your favorite teams? Which teams are your favorite? However you want to say it. And more importantly, tell me why. Is it because of the way they play? Is it because of certain players that you like? Or maybe you have a certain attachment to the city? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read and react and reply. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Give this video a like if you like what I'm doing. And yeah, I look forward to talking with you next week, especially as the Vancouver Canucks look forward to the 2018 entry draft on Friday in Dallas. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.